Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Traveling with Terry. It's good to be with you on this Tuesday morning. Beautiful skies here in southeast Idaho, and it looks to be a beautiful day. Hey, this morning, let's spend some time talking about something called the EDGE method. The EDGE method is a really cool acronym that leaders and managers can use when they are training their employees on to develop new skills and new responsibilities. And let me tell you a quick story to kind of frame our conversation this morning as I head into work from my home to the office and get just a few minutes to spend with you, the very finest trailblazers, connectors, and hustlers in the business community, as you're grinding away in marketing and sales and customer service and management, whatever you're doing. Let's take it to the next level this morning. So lately here at Arcane Marketing, we have kind of had a rash of new hires. And just this week, as the production manager, I've had the privilege of onboarding 3 brand new employees. One brand new employee in our production department, or on our digital marketing team. One new video production intern. And then one new account manager. So super excited about these new team members that have just joined our family, and man, we're just rocking and rolling and having a great time and doing some great work for our clients scattered all around the country. But as I've been working with them, and onboarding them and teaching some things and helping them fit into their new shoes and their new responsibilities, I've been reminded of a framework that I learned years and years ago when I was involved in the Boy Scouts of America as an adult volunteer leader over the 11, 12, and 13-year-old boys, that age group. And they call that age group just the Boy Scouts. Once they progress onto the 14, 15-year-old range, they are called the Varsity Scouts, and then as they progress older into the 16, 17-year-old range, then they're called Venture Scouts. But anyway, my particular role and responsibility in the Boy Scouts of America was as a scout master over that younger group. And man, what a bunch of squirrels, what a bunch of funny little boys they are. Their attention span is about that big, that long, that big, and they're full of energy, and they're very pliable, moldable, workable, trainable, teachable, and they're pretty amazing. So, but I remember years ago, I went to a leadership training camp. Actually, it was a week-long camp up in Island Park, Idaho, in this beautiful kind of wooded, foresty area here in Idaho. And they've set up a week-long camp to teach volunteer leaders, adult leaders, how to work with the Boy Scouts in a way that fosters youth leadership. So teaching the youth how to be good leaders in their patrols and things like that. And they talked about how challenging it is when you are working with young boys and how their attention spans are often very small, to teach them relatively complex skills like knot tying or fire building or knife safety or archery or setting up tents or leading other boys, or some of these skills, life skills, leadership skills, wilderness skills, all these just kind of skills. And some enterprising person long time ago, I don't think it was the Boy Scouts of America, but that's at least where I learned this 4-step process for teaching sometimes pretty complex responsibilities, complex skills to boys with a small attention span. And shocker, news alert, it also works amazingly well on adults with even longer attention spans. And I think one of the powerful things about the EDGE method is that it takes into consideration the fact that you and I as learners, we learn in different ways. And you know how this works. Some of us learners are very visual oriented. We do with charts, graphs, pictures, images. Visually, that's how we process and interpret the world. Some of us are very auditory learners. We do best discussing things, talking it through, listening. That's why lectures at the university level are so powerful. That's why conferences and keynote speakers are so attractive and work so well. But then some of us are very kinesthetic, very hands-on learners. We do best by experiencing things, doing it ourselves, getting our hands on it, kind of walking through it. So there's really we have three kind of key learning modalities. Our eyeballs, our ears, and our hands, if you will. And that's how people learn. Now, the EDGE method does a really good job at incorporating all of those different learning modalities. So let's walk through it, and then maybe we can just share an example or two. So EDGE, E-D-G-E, it's an acronym, and it stands for, first, you're going to explain to them verbally what you want them to do or how the task or the skill is performed. So verbally first, you're going to explain how to do it. Then the next letter in EDGE is D. You're going to demonstrate it. Okay, so you're going to show them physically what to do and how to do it. Then the next letter in EDGE is G, and that stands for guide. You're going to turn the reins over to them and let them then try it for the first time themselves, and you're simply going to guide them along step by step. First you do this, second you do this. Oh, good job, you're going to do this. So third step there in the training process is you're going to guide them as they do it themselves the first time. After they've completed it the first time, then you're going to give them a second opportunity to do it again. And now you're going to, the last E in EDGE is you're going to enable them or encourage them. You're going to let them pretty much do it by themselves without any sort of help along the way. But after it's done, you're going to give them feedback at the end. And along the way, you're going to remove any obstacles or barriers that they might have, thus enabling them and encouraging them for future performance and future efforts there. So let's kind of walk through just really quickly, maybe an example. Let's pretend I'm teaching okay, we'll just use a simple example from my gymnastics days, just to keep it short, sweet, and simple. If I'm going to teach an adult how to do a handstand, I was a gymnast for years and years, and if I was going to teach somebody how to kick up to a handstand, here's the steps that I would describe. So first, E for explain. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do a handstand. So the first thing that you want to do is put your hands up in the air, and then you're going to take one step forward, and then the third step is you're going to put your hands on the ground, and with your back leg that's kind of behind you, you're going to kick up really high, as hard as you can, while keeping your arms straight. Okay, and you're going to kick up, and you're going to bring your feet together. Bring your feet together, and as soon as you kind of hit up to a handstand, then you are going to split your legs, and you're going to kick back down. All right. Sorry, I got distracted here. So that's explain. So I'm gonna explain how to kick up to a handstand and that sort of thing. Now I'm going to demonstrate it. The second step in the EDGE process is demonstrate. So I'm going to back up and give myself some room. I'm going to put my hands up in the air. I'm going to take one step forward. I'm going to put my hands on the ground and kick my back leg up, kick up to a handstand, hold it as long as I can. Then I'm going to split my legs and then step back down. I'm going to step right back down and finish where I started. And so they're going to visually see me do what I'm doing there. Okay, now it's their turn. Now it's my time to guide them, right? And I'm going to say, okay, your turn. You go for it. And so I say, okay, first, so put your hands up in the air, and they put their hands up in the air. Second, go ahead and take a step forward. They take a step forward. Okay, third, go ahead and put your hands on the ground, and then kick your back leg up high. And they do that. And then as soon as they're up, I'm going to say, great job. Now split your legs and step back down again. And they do it. Hey, good job. High five. Now I've guided them through each one of the steps. So review. First, I explained it. Second, I demonstrated it. Third, they took a turn and did it. And I guided them step by step through it. Now fourth and final step, I'm going to enable them and encourage them. And I'm going to say, okay, great, try it again. And you know the steps. I'm not going to give you any feedback along the way, but I'll give you some ideas and some suggestions and coaching after you've completed it. And so I say, okay, ready, set, go. So they throw their hands up, they take a step forward, they put their hands on the ground, they kick up to a handstand, and then they come back down. and I say, hey, great job, that was awesome. And I'm going to give them some feedback. I really liked how you did this. Or next time, kick your leg even harder. I noticed you bent your arms. Keep your arms super straight, and that sort of thing. And I'm going to make sure to move furniture out of the way so that they're not falling into things. And I might even grab their legs up at the top and help hold them up. You know, that might be a way to enable them or encourage them at the very end of that process there. So anyway, simple, silly example, but I wonder how you might use this EDGE method as you teach and train and coach and mentor your employees on brand new responsibilities that they might have in your office, or if you're switching an employee from one role or responsibility to another role or responsibility, how can you use EDGE to help them? But anyway, the EDGE method is surprisingly simple. The reason why I love it so is because it, again, leverages and takes advantage of the different learning modalities that we have. And, you know, when you're explaining very first, you're catering to those listeners. You're discussing, you're talking through, and you're catering to the auditory learners who use their ears and use their mouth for learning. And in the second step, as you demonstrate, you know, whatever skill that they need to do, you're working well with the visual learners, right? They can visually see you do what it is you want them to do. And then third and final is when you go to the guide and the enable stage of the EDGE method, and you're giving them an opportunity to get their hands dirty and experience it. You're catering to the kinesthetic hands-on learners who would like to experience things themselves. So I really love how the EDGE method is mega simple, but it's really complex. It's pretty sophisticated. It's very, very sophisticated in its simplicity, and that's how you know really amazing frameworks when you run into them. So use the EDGE method as you're coaching, teaching, onboarding, training brand new employees. I'm using it this week with the 3 new employees that we are onboarding this week, and super excited for how our team is growing and the way that things are growing and expanding and just getting better and better and better every single day. I love it, love it, love it. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep up the good work. Hope you have a marvelous Tuesday and that terrific things happen. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. And as always, if we here at Arcane Marketing can serve you and help you with your digital marketing, let us know. Reach out to us anytime. Take good care. We'll see you next time on Travel with Terry. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Did you know every company out there has what we call digital marketing blind spots? These are simple, hidden opportunities for growing and improving your marketing that most of the time people miss. Go to www.arcanemarketing.com and take advantage of our Rise and Ignite digital marketing analysis. It's 100% free to get fresh new insights and ideas to make what you're already doing that much better in 2021.